This is a super quick video where I'm using an excerpt for the tutorial for this houndstooth hat. I'll link to the full tutorial, and I'm going to demonstrate how to make this yarn over slip stitch crochet ribbing. It's a lovely elasticated ribbing that's great for hat brims. It can be a bit fiddly once you start, but when you get into the stitch pattern, it's super quick and has a really effective finish. I've started here with a chain of 11. I'm going to have 10 stitches, so I'm going to make 10 yarn over slip stitches. So we've got the first chain here. This is the back bump. We're going to be working in the back bumps on this first row. I'm going to skip that first stitch. I'm going to yarn over, insert into the second chain from hook, that's under the back bump, yarn over, and then I'm going to pull through the bump, and then I'm going to continue to pull through those 2 loops. So that's my first yarn over slip stitch. Same again, yarn over, insert into that back bump, yarn over, pull through the bump, and continue to pull through those 2 loops. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. I find it helpful just to hold the base of the stitch with my thumb. And make sure when you pull through you have a decent size loop left on your hook. Otherwise your stitches can get really tight. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, and continue to pull through. I keep my working yarn nice and relaxed. That's one of the key to any sort of slip stitch type stitches. So I'm going to carry on working to the end, so I have 10 yarn over slip stitches. Okay, so that's my first row of yarn over slip stitches. To work the second row, I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to turn, and I'm going to work the next row in the back loops only. So that is my chain 1, so I'm going to ignore that. And then my first stitch is going to be worked in the back loop of the last stitch from the previous row. I'm going to yarn over and work through that back loop and then pull through all my loops. So yarn over, insert the hook into the back loop, yarn over, pull it through and pull it through. And then I'm going to complete that all the way across. So that's my 10 stitches. Now you might notice this first stitch, although I've chained 1, this is the top here. So that's kind of a little bit squashed there. So the technique I use to help make it easier to find that stitch when you get to the other end. When I chain 1, I chain 1 first, and instead of turning with my yarn at the back, which I'd normally do for most stitches, and then start the next row that way, I actually turn against it. So I effectively wrap my yarn around that chain, and that just helps give me a little bit of separation so that my stitch has a little bit more height. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So I'm going to yarn over, again working in the back loops only. I'm going to work 10 yarn over slip stitches across. So that's 1. So you can see as I come to that 10th, this is the back loop here, but it can be quite hard to see if you don't know what you're looking for. So let's work that last stitch, then I'm going to chain 1, and again I'm going to turn into that working yarn. You don't have to do this, it's just something I find useful. So let's yarn over and get to the end. So as we come to the end, you can see that back loop is a little bit more visible. Whether you choose to chain and turn against your yarn or turn with it at the back. Just try and be consistent, because then you'll get nice even ends. And here we have the finished result, this lovely ribbed hat brim.